Okay, we got a lot to talk about with UFOs today, so get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, even Saturday Night Live is getting on the mystery drone action. Yeah, I'll play just a second of it here.
What are you, or should I say, what are you?
Okay, no, we're not gonna do that. See, I know what I am, and I don't have to explain myself to anyone at any time for any reason, okay?
Okay, but who's controlling you?
Who's controlling you, Michael?
I'll link to the full skit. You can watch it at your leisure, but I really like the idea that SNL isn't mocking the idea that this could be anomalous. They're actually playing into the idea that we don't know what these things are. And we really don't. Of course, the official narrative is that, yeah, well, we do know what it is. And there's a lot of interesting back and forth on the establishment narrative versus the actual narrative.
Some cases, after we've done the triangulation, it turns out to be commercial air traffic. For instance, there was a story a couple of days ago about a Coast Guard cutter seeing like 30 or 40 drones following it. We did the forensics on that. It turns out it was air traffic going into JFK International Airport and not drones at all.
Last night, we had a number of other people there, including a commanding officer from the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water, followed right behind them.
Multiple low-altitude aircraft were observed in the vicinity of one of our vessels near Island Beach State Park, New Jersey. While no immediate threats or disruptions to operations were identified, the Coast Guard is assisting the FBI and state agencies to understand the type, origin, and intent of these aircraft and address potential risks to safety and security. We take any and all aircraft activity near federal assets seriously and urge the public to report any suspicious activity to local authorities.
Yeah, so the official line is that those objects pursuing the Coast Guard lifeboat were airplanes landing at JFK. But these are low-flying objects, clearly not airplanes landing at JFK. And the New Jersey mayors are speaking out against the official narrative that these are hobbyists, that the drone activity is decreasing, as Senator Andy Kim reported the other day.
Mayor Ronald Jubin says sightings have been constant since mid-November.
Hundreds. I see them every night.
He's frustrated his town didn't make the list. Disappointed. He says there's a lack of transparency and communication.
No one reached out to watch on whether we thought that was relevant here.
The FAA, FBI, and Homeland Security have all said the majority of lights in the sky have been misidentified and that there's no threat to the public.
People are not convinced that it's safe. We need to gather more information.
They say there's nothing going on, but we're going to shut down airspace anyway. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And the back and forth continues.
Final question to both of you. Congressman,
Yes.
Are you seeing any diminution, any reduction in the sightings, or is it actually ramping up?
I would say they're ramping up. I think the sightings, the idea to say these are lawful, and we keep hearing, yeah, there are lawful drones that are up there. It's the unlawful ones and the ones that pose a threat that we're worried about. Don't confuse and try to, the art of misdirection, which is now being used very, very effectively, but we are pushing back. No, I think there's many more.
Yeah, Senator Andy Kim the other day was saying he had been told that the activity was decreasing, but it does not seem to be decreasing. So that seems to be a false narrative that he is probably unknowingly peddling. But, are they a threat? Are they not a threat? Let's get into that because there's some concerning new information. A couple of weeks ago, these mystery drones were spotted over a reservoir in New Jersey, and now the water in New Jersey is going bad.
Well, this map here says it all. People in nearly 70 New Jersey municipalities dealing with water that is discolored and it's smelly. But the water utility insists it's completely safe to drink. Still, some families told Christy Kalishian they're not ready to take a sip.
You have to like line up bottles here and then go in the shower.
Michael Klein's shower works perfectly fine, but it's the water itself he and his grandkids won't use.
Yeah, it still has that odor of nail polish.
I say turpentine because, you know, it's that strong.
He and his wife, Luz Klein, still don't know why it smells that way, and they're not alone. Residents across nearly 70 towns in northern and central parts of New Jersey under the Raritan water system got an alert from water utility American Water on Wednesday night.
We are investigating and continuing to sample throughout our system.
And told us in a statement the samples, quote, confirmed that water meets state and federal drinking water standards.
Monday they said it would go away Tuesday. Wednesday said it'll be gone by Thursday.
The water is coming out clear now, but the Kleins say on Monday it was discolored. And American Water says a lot of families have been reporting the same thing. But American Water says if it is discolored, run cold water out of the lowest level of your home for 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah, so what's going on there? Is it in any way connected to the mystery drones? Maybe it's not. It's totally possible that there's no connection at all. But it is interesting that mystery drones have been seen expelling gas or vapor, exhaust, whatever that is, which is part of a pattern of UFOs. There have been a number of UFO videos, and I've shared a couple with you over the years, of these objects expelling gas or vapor or something. Are they doing something with the atmosphere? We don't know. Are they interacting with the planet in some way or doing something involving that? Who knows? Are they doing something with the water? It is interesting that they were seen over this reservoir. Of course, UFOs have a long history of coming out of water, going into water. They could be nothing more than that, and I don't mean to spread fear or alarm about this situation. It could be totally unrelated, and you could even look at it optimistically. Maybe there was something wrong with the water in the NHI, if that's what the drones are there to help with the water. So we just don't know, but we definitely need to keep our eye on that situation. And if you see any more information about this bad water in New Jersey, let me know, because definitely very, very concerning. Meanwhile, there's some fun news. A Bigfoot hand potentially unveiled. That's right.
So here it is.
Okay, we got music playing, so I can't show the actual video. But supposedly this is the hand, the gross, disgusting, half-decayed hand and arm of a Bigfoot. Now, who knows if this turns out to be real or not. But man, can you imagine if we got this DNA tested and examined by experts and it turned out to be not a fake? Even if they couldn't tell what it was, if they could determine that it wasn't a fake, a movie prop or something, that would be really, really interesting. So yeah, what the heck is this thing, guys? Will we ever find out? I don't know, but Bigfoot is a thing. I used to think Bigfoot was so silly. I put no credence in Bigfoot at all until I did the research. And once you do enough research on Bigfoot, you will see that there is a legit phenomenon going on, and that Bigfoot is a thing. It doesn't seem to be some sort of lost ape, undiscovered primate. There seems to be a lot more going on with Bigfoot than that. Paranormal, quantum, other dimensional, parallel Earth. Who knows? Who knows? But what also seems to be a thing are giants. That's right. 100 years ago, there were 2 or 3 New York Times articles about people discovering giant bodies. It was mainstream news back in the day until the crackdown came. So is this new evidence to support giants?
And we have one in our possession now. This is
they found a giant axe.
Actually from a collector in Mississippi, a friend of ours now called Brock Smith.
Okay, I'm hearing some music in the background, but yeah, there is a giant axe they have discovered. 15 or 14, very impressive. Okay, I'm trying to read it here. Over twice that size. Yeah, it's like 30 pound axe or something. Found in a mound of 1904, made of granite. It's over 33 pounds. This one is mighty artifact that could prove the existence of giants. Yeah, well, for sure. I don't see a lot of humans wielding a 33 pound axe, right? I mean, I do some push-ups, but it's a lot of push-ups. Meanwhile, more mayors talking about the disconnect between the official narrative of the mystery drones versus what they are actually seeing.
The mayor joins me now. So, Mr. Mayor, I appreciate you being here for this. You've seen the drones. Do you buy the answers that you're hearing on the federal level that these are planes or personal drones?
Well, good morning, Ed, and thank you for having me on. Do I buy it? Absolutely not. See, here's the problem. We are now almost 2 weeks into this since I penned the letter 2 weeks ago Sunday, and we had 21 mayors that actually signed that letter. Up until now, there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of posturing, but there has been no action. We still have no idea what's going on.
No clue. The official narrative is it's all hobbyists and the activity might be decreasing, but it doesn't seem to be decreasing. It's only getting weirder, and in some cases, potentially more alarming. Meanwhile, Merrick von Rennenkamp has interesting information, additional confirmation that the UAP over sensitive U.S. bases in the UK demonstrated advanced technology. Why would an adversary expose such technology, which resisted detection and interception efforts for days on end? Yeah, these are not hobbyists. These are not hobbyists, which is a very important distinction. Danny Sheehan is trotting out the narrative, and I love Danny, but it is a little disconcerting to see him putting out this narrative that the Drone Saga is a major military exercise experimenting with a drone system they have of potentially being able to detect a lost nuke or a dirty bomb lost in the U.S. somewhere. Well, it's not just in the U.S., it's in multiple countries, it's all over the U.S. The Pentagon has repeatedly denied that it's anything to do with them. They've also said it's not a foreign adversary. It's not us and it's not them. So what is it? Are they hinting that it is otherworldly? Or at least NHI? Unclear, but it does not seem to be in any way related to sniffing out nuclear material. So it's unfortunate that Danny is putting that out there, saying they are testing new technology. If they were testing new technology, they wouldn't risk such a massive operation with the potential of this technology falling out of the sky and being examined by their enemies or even, the press. If the right reporter or the wrong reporter got a hold of this technology and had some team analyze it and made a news piece on it, well, the jig would be up, right? So unlikely to be testing out new technology. This is obviously technology that whoever is doing this is very comfortable with and is not worried about falling into our hands, right? So yeah, I don't know why Danny Sheehan is putting that out there, but he is. Meanwhile, there are some people in Congress that don't even know what UAP stand for. Representative Adam Smith, ranking member in the Armed Services Committee, ask on in early December. Have you heard what's up? Matt Laszlo asks with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's UAPDA, the UAP Disclosure Act, with Senator Mike Rounds. And the senator said, sorry, what are we talking about? What's that? And Matt Laszlo had to explain that UAP is the new UFO. Okay, he says, I have a vague memory of it, but I don't know the specifics. Yeesh. Okay, so these are the people voting on the UAP Disclosure Act. They don't know what UAP means. That's not great, guys. The Congress needs to step it up. Not great. But we do have interesting news from James Fox, who's bringing forward a new witness, former staff member from the Senate Armed Services Committee, who's talking about secret meetings. And this actually does have senators present, who hopefully do know what that term means, talking about UFO crash retrievals and reverse engineering.
Could you put us in the room with a first-hand witness and describe what it felt like and what the expressions of other potential senators that may have been there, again, no names, what it was like to listen from a potentially first-hand witness Can you put us in the room and tell us what the atmosphere felt like?
Well, James, I don't think in a way that it's very hard to imagine. It's well, certainly I speak to myself. What was going through my mind is shock and kind of reeling. It's a very it's a tough thing to get your mind around, and to be confronted with it. Coming from another person whom you find credible based on their credentials and their clearances and their background and all that. It certainly it makes it hard to go to sleep at night.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine being a run-of-the-mill congressional staffer and you're going to a secret meeting talking about UFO crash retrievals and reverse engineering. I imagine that would be an eye-opener. That really would. But there you go. We have a new witness talking about this stuff. And it's good to have new credible witnesses talking about this stuff. So hats off to James Fox for bringing him forward. I still haven't gotten a chance to see the program, but let me know if you have. Meanwhile, let's see. I saw this footage the other day. I thought I'd share this with you. What do you think? Is this legit? I don't know if this is legit or not, but this is supposedly UFOs flying in the upper atmosphere. What do you think? Is that legit footage? We don't know the provenance of this, or I don't, where this came from. Subtitles are in French. The only word I understood was boom. Oh, there's signal. Okay, I got signal. But yeah, we have potentially some cool footage here. I don't know. A lot of potentials in all of this stuff. There's so many videos going around. You never know, like, what's a legit video at this point. Is this legit? I mean, this is a great mystery drone sighting. If this is legit, what do you think? Yeah, going slow. It's clear. It's good quality video. Yeah, and that's a great sighting if legit. Yeah. So what do you think? Is that legit? Yeah, there's so many videos of mystery drones and orbs coming out. Here's an interesting one that's been making the rounds of these kind of triangular looking lights in the sky. It's a cool sighting. And if legit, again, is this the bokeh effect? Creating triangles? I don't think so. I don't think those are stars. I don't think those are planes. It could be a helicopter or something going to check these objects out. Interesting, they're all in a line like that. There could well be a mundane explanation for this. So let me know if you think this has a mundane explanation or not. But yeah, there's just so much cool footage coming out. Now this is a good one because this gentleman right here has analyzed this footage and seems to think it's on the level of this cube-like object.
All right, this one's been
UFO.
around for a little bit.
Yeah, here, let's just skip forward to the actual footage here, filmed out of the cockpit of this cube-like object going through the sky, just doing its UFO cubey thing. What do UFO cubes do? Somebody says they were interacting with energy fields of the Earth and stuff like that in the comments yesterday. It could be. Sometimes they expel gas. Maybe they're also interacting with the energy fields. But what are the mystery drones doing, guys? They're forming grid patterns. They're hovering over reservoirs. They may be interacting with our cattle. I don't know if that's like cattle mutilations or not. But yeah, anyway, a good sighting of this cube-like object. But yeah, are mystery drones doing the same sorts of things that UFOs do? And meanwhile, a famous Brazilian singer, Anitta, shared on her Instagram a video recorded in Miami showing multiple UFO orbs. All right, let's check it out. I haven't heard of that particular celebrity, Anitta. Okay, a weird audio effect there. But yeah, Anitta was seeing multiple of these objects in the sky. Are these orbs? Are these anomalous, definitive UFO kind of things? What is this? That's cool. I don't see any blinking lights or anything that might point to a mystery drone. This seems like orbs probably is what we're looking at. And could those be balloons or something like that? All right, let's get to the best shot here of this footage. You see them kind of falling down, going down. Yeah, I don't think those are balloons. They're kind of blinking in and out. Some are going down. Yeah, I think we're probably looking at UFOs here. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty good footage. Pretty good footage. Yeah, I buy that. I think I buy that as legitimately anomalous. But let me know what you guys think. Meanwhile, we have another New Jersey mayor speaking out. He says that mystery drones are interfering, disabling, and hijacking hobby drones. He says a highly respected, professional, and trustworthy Montvale resident informed me with 100% certainty that his son's hobby drone attempted to follow one of the drones and it was drone jacked. He lost total control of his drone and it went disappearing into the air. It seems these are very sophisticated drones with counter-offensive systems. Meanwhile, Eric Weinstein says that I believe the U.S. government knows what the drones are and doesn't wish to clear this up definitively, preferring panic and loss of credibility to disclosure. That is the least crazy thing that could be happening, and that is totally crazy. Yeah, so Eric Weinstein seems to think this is NHI. At least that's my take on his tweet there. But what do you think all this is? Do you think the mystery drones are NHI? That's the direction I'm leaning in. Of course, now I'm worried about the drinking water and what the hell they're doing up there. I was hoping this is peaceful disclosure or putting pressure on the government to disclose. But now got my eye on that water situation. But let me know what you think about all that. And let me know what you think about the other cool stuff. Do you think that is a Bigfoot hand? Do you think that axe was once wielded by a giant? Let me know what you think about it all in the comments below. And smash subscribe. If you want to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, share it on social media. And grab a t-shirt in the merch store. Or become a channel member. Channel members are rock stars. And I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.